Alright, what's up everybody? It's Reclaimer. Today, I'm bringing you guys a short little live commentary. And we're playing some Team Skirmish today, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit more tips. I know there's been a lot of conversation about Halo and the meta and sensitivity and shit ever since the new update was announced, which is of course the update to the competitive settings that are going to be Magnum only starts with removal of ARs and all that stuff. And I know Cole made a video about his sensitivity change, so I want to give you guys a little bit of tips that might help you going into this update, might help you improve your game a little bit as we move into this update to make sure that you're all prepared for this new pretty huge meta change. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, I'll leave a link in the description to my video that discusses the change in the settings. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But basically, the HCS competitive settings are being updated so that the assault rifle is no longer a starting weapon. It is Magnum only starts, and there will be pickups around the map. So if you guys think about it, that is a pretty huge change. Of course, a lot... Okay, that was weird. A lot of people have been getting bent on undershape over it because this game's been like that for about a year and a half now without any changes. We've had AR starts, so but a lot of the competitive community has really been begging for this for a long time, and so 343 is finally listening and giving it to us. But that's besides the point. Regardless, it is happening now, so I'm gonna help you guys prepare a little bit for it. So the first tip, obviously, is your sensitivity. Now this is something that everybody talks about, but Cole even mentioned it in his sensitivity video, how a higher sense is probably going to do you a lot better than it would have before. Now, I traditionally have been a player that runs a pretty high sensitivity. I normally run 5 cents 2 Excel or some combination of 4 cents 3 Excel or 4 Excel or even 5 sometimes. I think I'm running 4 or 5 at the time of this recording. So let me check real quick. Yeah, 4 sensitivity, 5 acceleration, and you could switch off between whatever makes you feel comfortable. Of course, your sensitivity does want to be a little bit higher. I wouldn't go anything lower than 4, but I also wouldn't go anything higher than 5. Or well, let me change that. I wouldn't go anything lower than 3. 2 sensitivity, 5 excel used to be a popular choice for sensitivity, but we've talked about how those mid-range Magnum fights or those close-range Magnum fights are going to become a thing because it used to be that you could use your Magnum at what the fuck lag? Alright, anyway. Used to be that you could use your Magnum at mid-range, and then you could just use your assault rifle or another auto pickup for close range, but with the removal of assault rifles as starting weapons, that's going to lead to a lot more close range encounters with Magnums, so your sensitivity should be a little bit higher to sort of accommodate for that. Give me that triple kill. Yeah, so your sensitivity should definitely be a little bit higher to accommodate for that because you don't want to be struggling to keep up with people's movement. Obviously, this game plays very fast, you know, with the advanced movement, with the sprinting and thrusting and all that. So it can be very challenging to keep up with it, especially if you are on a low sense. So I wouldn't go anything lower than 3. I think 3 cents. If you run something like 3 cents or something as low as 3 cents, you might need to run like 4 or 5 acceleration. But I'd say 4 is probably the sweet spot. That's normally the average sensitivity for a competitive player. And this doesn't only apply to competitors, of course. You can obviously you want to have a good Magnum shot for every playlist you play, but this is mainly for people who are competing to be able to watch this video. So yeah, 4 cents. I'd suggest running 4 cents. Try that. Try 4.2 or 4.3 or even 4 or 5. So. Try that out, see how it works for you. Obviously, you want to be comfortable, and don't take that as like set in stone. Like you don't have to have 4 cents. Absolutely, of course, if you feel comfortable on 7 cents, you can run it. You know, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm just saying, history has proven that 3 and 4 sensitivities have done very well for people that want good shots in the past, and that's just the norm. But you might be one of those players who's just like a freak, so. Don't take that shit as gospel. Do what makes you feel good. Those are just my suggestions. So, the next thing, and this is where we get into the personal preference side of this game. This game is really weird. The shooting in Halo 5 has always been different since its release. It's not like other games. I can't really explain how it is to you, but it's very difficult to get the hang of, and it's very weird. So, being comfortable with your setup is even more important than it used to be. So that means running the correct skin and running the correct armor. Now, that might sound a little bit weird to you for those of you who like aren't in the know, or maybe don't play as much, or don't have as much like meta knowledge or anything. But it can be very, very important because being comfortable is one of the most important parts of your game. Obviously, you're going to be playing and you're going to be shooting these starting weapons every single map you play, so you want it to feel comfortable. For instance, I run the team skins. I like a lot of the team skins, and I think those are the best skins to run. That's my personal preference because I just like the way that they look and feel to shoot. So I'd say run a skin that definitely makes you feel good. For instance, I like the Envy skin. I know you guys have seen me run it a lot. But also, run an armor that feels good to you. I know that the Shinobi is really popular. That's the one that has the two little curved things that come out from your wrists. Recruit is very popular as just sort of a bare bones kind of smooth feeling. And then I am running the Wraith, which is kind of the third most popular one. It's the one. It's like, yeah, you can really tell what kind of setup it is by like what kind of pro uses it or what pro uses it. A lot of people like to run the setups that their certain pros watch because there's some sort of thing with where if you watch a pro on stream use a certain setup, it's more appealing. So this is like for instance, this is the setup that Royal 2 and Contra use, who are two very well-known pros. Shinobi is used by a lot of pros as well. I know Frosty ran it for a long time, Lethal ran it for a long time. So with that said, just use what makes you feel comfortable. Comfortability is a huge factor in your shot, and I know it's while it may be mental, if you're not comfortable or if you're using a setup that isn't familiar to you, it's not going to feel good to shoot, and your shot could suffer because of that. So use something that feels good to you. Use something that makes you feel comfortable, and that can help you. And that's really the two things that I guess 2 or 3 big things that are the most important. So adjusting your sensitivity to sort of account for the removal of assault rifles as starting weapons. And then honestly, the last thing that I could suggest is go into a playlist like Team Skirmish, like I'm playing right now, or Warzone Assault is a really good one. Warzone Assault, if you get to level 2 Rex, you unlock the extended mags Magnum. So I'd say just go into like a Warzone Assault. This is strats that we used to do to warm up. Go into Warzone Assault, get your 2 Magnums, and just only use your Magnum the entire time. Use your Magnum, and over time your shot will definitely become a lot better. I know when this game first came out, my Magnum shot was really not all that great, and it has improved a lot ever since I started playing this game. So just go play as much as you can. I know if you don't have that much time, it can be slightly difficult, but study what other players do, and then just basically play a lot. Take the tips that I've given you today, play as much as you can, and just try to get better. Be open-minded about grinding and improving, and yeah, those are really the main tips that I can give you guys. Unfortunately, we weren't able to win that game. I did get quite a few kills, and I think I got some. I think I tried to showcase my Magnum shot a little bit in that game. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little kind of chill tips video. I know it wasn't anything super in-depth or over the top, but take those tips just sort of summarize your sensitivity. Pick a sensitivity that's comfortable to you but not too low, and also not too high. So in that 3, 4, 5 range of sensitivities, 5 might be pushing high a little bit, but depends on how aggressive you play. Your skin, your armor setup, just just take those tips and try to improve. Warzone Assault, Team Skirmish, all that stuff. Just work on improving your Magnum shot, because when this meta change happens, it's going to be a huge change to the gameplay and the pacing and all that. And I don't want to get into that debate again in this video. I know that's been a cause of a lot of controversy in the community over the past few days and weeks. But I don't want to get into that. This video is not opinionated at all. It's just this change is happening, and it's set in stone, and it's going to happen, and there's nothing that we can do about it now. So we might as well adapt. And so today I tried to give you the best tips to adapt and prepare for that change, so that you will be the most prepared and the most comfortable going into that. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys appreciate those tips. Let me know if they helped you at all. Leave a comment Tell me what you think. If you disagree, if you think your sensitivity, if you think a low sense works for you, whatever. Just leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation in the comments section. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, appreciate, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later.